Hello, this is Godel, and I'm in the wrong window. Welcome back to Islands of Insight Hub Puzzle Series, where today we might not be doing all that much in the actual Autumn Falls. We have 6 sightseers, 4 hidden archways, 2 hidden rings, and 5 puzzle grids, logic grids, 2 memory grids. Oh, that's actually kind of big. We should go look for those at minimum. And yeah, that appears to be it. So that's like not even 20 puzzles available. As you can probably guess, this is not a full reset since the previous recording session. Again, I've actually been like doing like a recording session kind of towards the start of the day and then the end of the day, and then that's why we're not seeing a full reset each episode, but that's okay. And I'm sure there's going to be days where I just completely take the day off and there's no progress, which is going to lead to many a full reset. Maybe we end up having a puzzle that we need to spawn that day and we miss it, but oh well, that's how it is. I may or may not implement the trick where we go and use the system clock to change the date. That's the thing you can do, and that is, I think, a generally accepted strategy that people have been doing, though I don't personally subscribe to it. And if you do, that's your thing to do, you know? I don't care. I ain't here to judge. But anyways, today we are gonna just do a quick sweep over here, I'm thinking. Got another puzzle radar here. Do we have a sightseer inside the maze? Yes, of course. There's our memory grid we need down there. Just picking up a bunch of these hidden archways. The memory grid was down this direction. Here it is, behind the waterfall. Oh, yay, easy, perfect memory grid. Get us some of that sweet, sweet memory grid EXP that we are so low leveled in. I think that might be our lowest mastery. Yep, it is our lowest mastery by a pretty wide margin even. That's 35, and our second best is much lower. Just had new rolling block puzzles spawn somewhere else. Not here, so we don't care. But they do now exist in other places. Whoops. Okay, quick logic grid there. We had kind of a lot of sightseers over here, right? I think we marked like 3 of the 6 sightseers we're needing over here. So let's go ahead and grab this one. Okay, where are we going here? Looks like we're gonna want to be on a rock. That's all I can see so far. Maybe it's this rock? No. We are gonna need to be... I think we're looking kind of this way. We need to be able to see the Great Pearl, these pillars, and the top of that mountain all at the same time. So I'm thinking we're gonna need to be way further back. Maybe it's a rock like this one here? But there's no, like, buildings or architecture visible, and yeah, it's definitely too far away here. We need to get closer. Perhaps over here? This is looking very close, but there's no red trees here. This rock? Aha, here we go. this one's kind of tricky because it looks like you're standing on a rock, but actually there's like a rock, like face level in front of your face. Oh yeah, that was a puzzle radar. We'll keep that marked. Let's get this one inside the maze. What a silly radar, or what a silly sightseer just to spawn in there. Let's see, we want to go upstream a bit, I think. Where are the sentinel stones in this area? They're right there. Okay, we need to go downstream, actually, so, like, over here. And then those hidden archways are not visible. Do I have any idea where I'm trying to look at this from? Are there multiple rivers here? Oh, there are multiple rivers. I probably need to look at it from a different river. And I dropped it because I always forget opening the map makes you drop the puzzle. Okay, let's try looking at it from this lower river. Is there a hidden archway down here? I see, like, in the left side of this there's a hidden archway. No, I think we were in the right place the first time. Here, let's try this again. So I think we are looking at this hidden archway here. Let's look at the trees, maybe. Do these trees look anything like what we were trying to find in this sightseer? Not particularly. This one might, though. But then the rock looks like totally different. Huh, why is this being so difficult? Whoops, I, of course, opened the map again after discussing that I shouldn't be doing that because it drops the puzzle. Maybe we're looking at the wrong set of sentinel stones. How about this one down here? Yeah, this is looking like it's more likely to be the one we want to get here. The trees and the rocks and the height of, like, how high the sentinel stone is up is definitely looking a lot more like what we're seeing in the picture. However, still can't seem to nail quite the right spot to stand. No, I'm trying to find, like, there's this tree, this thin tree on the left with red leaves, and I'm not seeing that anywhere around here. What kind of trees are around the actual puzzle? I'm gonna do this really quick. Ye old pick the puzzle up again. Yeah, see, so this is the one. Oh, there's our thin tree. Where's our weird rocky thing in front of us? Do we just need to stand further back here? Like here, perhaps? Why do I not feel like I'm getting a good angle no matter how I look at this? Okay, so this is it for sure, but where do we need to stand? On this rock, maybe? There, finally, wow. That one was really bad for me. Did not go well. So what's the goal we want to do today? We definitely want to find both both memory grids. There's another puzzle radar we can use. I think finding both memory grids would be pretty sufficient, and we'll probably find a lot of the other puzzles we're wanting on the way here. Like I was saying a couple episodes ago, for every, like, super hard sightseer, there's many easy ones, so I guess I can't complain too much. Oh, we forgot this grid over here. Well, we have a waypointed, so we'll leave it. Also, good chance that it's a Serene Deluge puzzle, but we'll take it regardless. All right, let's. Oh, I see a memory grid down here. This could be the one we're looking for. I don't know though. That is like Shady Wildwood territory, so I'm not sure about that one. Did we have the music grids up here? I feel like we did not have any music grids available today, unless they, like, just spawned. Alright, our radar is about to expire here. Let's go back. Music grids. Yeah, we don't have any music grids. This all the way over here, Shady Wildwood? What the heck? What? What is the song? Oh, is this Super Mario? Kind of sounds like it. Alright, well, I feel like I have placed enough notes here. It's like a weird off-tempo version of Super Mario or something. Alright, oh boy. We have a galaxy of vertical symmetry, which just means this is going to end up looking like a disaster, pretty much. A symmetrical disaster, but a disaster nonetheless. Anything that is here needs to go like that. Alright, and I think we can just do the rest with light cells, right? No, because there was stuff in the corners. There we go. I thought that was a picture of something for a second. Also, I didn't check what zone that puzzle was for, but no matter. Let's do this memory grid down here. I'm gonna be, like, real shocked if this is from Autumn Falls. Okay, I'm done looking at it, thank you. Shady Wildwood, okay. So, I wasn't going crazy to think there was no way that was in Autumn Falls. I mean, I guess there is a way it was in Autumn Falls, it just wasn't. Oh no, we're not doing this. Okay, so dark regions have area 4, and no light squares. No light squares, huh? That's gonna need to be in there at minimum. And that. We've done good. That should have been like that. Okay. Autumn Falls, okay. At least that one didn't scam us. I mean, like, we're gonna need to do all of them eventually, right? So it's not really a scam, per se. It's just like, that wasn't supposed to be part of today's agenda. Oh well, that happens. Let's warp to the Pearl, just to cover ground a little bit more quickly. Okay, I marked a good handful of puzzles there. There's one of our memory grids, actually. Let's try to get these archways while they're visible, and we can just go straight to them. Get you. Get you. I do want to make sure we, like, at least go back in the back area of the island. I think I just threw away all of my markers that I had placed over here. Okay. Let's go back and get these puzzles before I destroy all my markers again. So this is like under the stone bridge, so like here. Alright. That was a very swiftly executed sightseer there. Normally they do not go that quickly. I think that's the sightseer we just got. Okay, there should be another sightseer here. Okay, this one's gonna be like from up there, it looks like. Hold on. I think we need to go higher. We need to go deeper, but also we need to go higher. I think we need to go higher yet. Alright, how are we looking from up here? I think we've gone too high. Because what are we looking at? We want to get that tree over there. Now this is definitely where we want to be, around here-ish somewhere. There we are, perfect. Where was the other puzzle here we marked? Oh, since we're here, let's turn in our 2,500 point puzzle. Love to see that. We're just gonna go without a quest for now, because all of the quests kinda suck. Nice and easy memory grid, even for a 2-pipper was not too bad. Down here should be a logic grid. Alright, we need to connect all the dark tiles and don't make any sharp corners, huh? Isn't that just gonna be like this? Okay. Alright, 2, 1, 1, connect all dark cells, 4. So we're gonna need to connect this over here. Whoops. Like that. And then this is gonna need to come through here. Probably just do this, and that should finish that. Excellent. Some might ask, why was that a 4-pipper? Well, it's because it required visualizing kind of many tiles being placed at the same time. Okay, let's do a... I know we saw 2 radars over in this area, like we can see one now, it's not even glowing. I thought you could see the glow from like really far away. There, we had to get quite close to see the glow. I mean, this isn't that close, but... Let's get this one first, because it's a little bit more hidden back here. Let's warp over here and see what we got. Got a logic grid. We've definitely done the kind of the minimum I wanted to accomplish on this side of the world. On this zone, I mean. But on this side of the zone, I wanted to make sure we at least got a puzzle radar down in this area, because, as I mentioned previously, this is like one of those areas I have not frequented as much, so we're gonna end up with much denser puzzle areas over here if we don't kind of do them a little bit evenly. Alright, just looking over there, and yeah, I don't think there's really all that much left for us to do here, so let's grab these 2 grids we marked. Alright, we have another dark matrix. Connect all dark cells. I'm gonna start here. That one must be light. So that's gonna have to go through there. That's gonna be a little choke point over there. This is gonna have to come through here. Probably we want this to go... Yeah, this can't go there, so that's gonna go like that. That goes there, and this one's done, and that one goes there. Alright. It is, like, kind of weird, though, when you get the hang of this. Like, oftentimes, 1-pipper and 2-pipper puzzles take longer than harder puzzles when those kind of puzzles aren't tuned for, like, doing a million cells one by one, but they're, like, the kind of cells where you have to think about many moves at a time. Alright, this one looks like we're going to be up here on this mountain, looking this way. Prove me wrong. I dare you, game, prove me wrong. Okay, maybe not, like, up on the mountain, but, like, on the edge of the mountain. Sure. Alright, we have one last puzzle radar. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it. There it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it. And, oh, before I do that, let's check our puzzle count. We've got everything. Missing one hidden ring. Yeah, we are only missing one hidden ring, so... see if we can't find that. If we can't find it, that's okay. That's still gonna be it for today. There's actually, we know there's a puzzle radar down there, and we know there's one over here, so... bonk. Quite a good progress we did here. I didn't actually expect this to take 20 minutes. Just this area is, like, so big. It takes, like, such a long time just to even walk around it, so... I feel like, actually, hold on. Wasn't there a hidden ring over near the Great Pearl that we missed? Yeah, here it is. This is our hidden ring. Okay, and that's another clean sweep for today. Awesome. Okay, let's see if we can cheat this puzzle into the Verdant Glen, or this radar into the Verdant Glen, get a couple of archways and such down here. Yoink. And a yoink. And another yoink over here. And that's going to be the end of yoinks for now. Here, we can do this quick 2-pipper down here. It's not a lost grid, so I'm not going to be at a loss of doing it. Let's see. This can't go up. Alright. Do we want to do a match 3? We haven't done a match 3 in a few episodes. What's the worst that could happen? I feel like that's some famous last word stuff. Nah, that wasn't too bad. Okay. Let's see what we got today. I'm liking just getting these pattern grids done every time we come over here. We do a few more. Looks like we have dark tiles around the borders of the map, and that's kind of the only thing I'm seeing here. Yep, that's what it was. What is this, a pretzel? Are we, like, making a pretzel, or what are we doing? SSP. What is SSP? Secure Shell Protocol? Or are we doing network programming here? Okay, so what might be happening here? Are we doing like punctuation here or something? What am I looking at? So I feel this one is just like all light cells. Like the whole thing around the edges should be all light cells. What's happening here though? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Oh no, that's not correct apparently. Okay. Is this supposed to be like a 2? Nope, that's not correct. So that's correct. What am I missing here? What am I supposed to be looking at here? Oh, is this just supposed to be like an inverse? Hold on. This row is inverted. And then the second row is the same, and then the next row is inverted. Okay, so this needs to just be an inversion of the prior row, and then the last row should be the same. Gotcha, okay. That's what Secure Shell Protocol does for you, I guess. Alright, what's going on here now? Well... Is this some kind of binary addition, maybe? So... Or is it division or something? Because I'm looking at these rows. So we have 4, and then it turns into 1. Here we have 3, and it turns into 2? What? No. Maybe this is supposed to be subtraction? So if we take this and subtract that, we get that. So this minus that is that. This minus that is... that. No, that doesn't make sense. Though this minus that is that, and then this one minus that. Okay, so the first one is the odd rows are subtraction, I feel like. How are we going to subtract two things if we don't know what they are, though? And then what's going on the even rows, though? The even rows, we just shift something up? Maybe it's a gravity puzzle? Would this one just be light? Yeah, that's correct, okay. So it's something to do with what's in these rows and then where the rows are going. So I'm thinking... this one goes down, up, down, up, down. These both go up for some reason. These go up, down. No, this one goes up, down. These both go up for some reason. So this one's gonna be up and then a down. I guess this one's an up. Up has priority or something? I don't know. And then this one's a down. Yeah, the only one I'm a little confused on is this one here. The up and then the middle. Why does it go up? Up has the priority, maybe? When it's split like that? I don't know. Yeah, my best guess is that if it's on the top dot, then it goes up. Maybe it's the average. But then this one should go down, right? Why does this one go up? I don't know. Alright, what's going on over here? This is interesting. This is... I think this might be chess related. Because this is an 8x8 board, and a couple of these are knight's moves away. Is it knight's moves that are 5 moves away from a starting tile? So, like, this one? Is that correct? That is not correct. Okay, never mind. I'll take that light tile, just because I don't really have an idea of what's going on here yet. It does look like we are wanting to do 1 dark cell per row and column. So that means this should be all light, correct? Yeah, that's correct. Oh yeah, and that one should be correct. Okay. So what exactly are we looking at here? Is this also including diagonals? So is this like 8 different places a queen can be that doesn't see any other tile? So would that also take out these tiles and this tile and this tile? And then this one gets placed here, this one gets placed here, and this one gets placed here? Yeah, okay. I guess this was just places, 8 places to put a queen that can't see other queens, based on those 5 given spots it gave us. Interesting concept. Okay, cool. Alright, we have underclued alphabet soup. So we can start with this. And then we are gonna need to get A through here, 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 and here. And then A can't touch those. A can't touch that. And then one more move. What else does A have to do? Oh, this one. Aha. Okay. Right. That was a neat one. Okay, no dominoes. Right, so immediately we cannot have any dominoes behind any arrows. Or any dark tiles behind an arrow, because that would force a domino instantly. Alright, so no dominoes. looking pretty straightforward, if I'm being totally honest. And that needs to be light. Okay, cool. Alright, we have another variety, kind of, here's one grid, two different numbers. These are okay, I guess. I feel like, I don't know, maybe a little lazy, like, come on, just give me a new grid instead, but sure. Here, this can't go here because it's gotta go like that. Okay, left side done. Left side. By the way, no one is lazy who works on a puzzle. I know this is hard work, it was a joke. Just thought I'd get that out there. Alright, this side's a little more challenging so far. Just go ahead and finish that 8 up. This 8's gonna need to go down by at least 1. Now it can't go over there. Okay. Finishes that side up. So it can't go here. The 3 pips is for the right side, not the left side. Alright. Either of these... No, we can't go up there, okay. And looking good so far. One more here, one there. Gonna need to go down here by 1 at least. Alright. Trying to get, like, the easier puzzles out of the way so that we can kind of know, like, next time we come over here, it's just gonna be, like, the big boys. How do we want to do this? If we do this, that has to go like this, and then that becomes in trouble here because both of those have to be dark. And I think it's the same if we go up here, right? Yeah, so this isn't going to be connected to either of these 4s. So I'm going to guess the 4s need to go... They're both going to need to go at least one way that way. Then they can't connect to that. Then they're going to have to go this way then. Alright, that was a neat pattern that came out of those. Alright, connect all light cells. Dark regions have area 8. Okay, so stop there. Connect all light cells. How do we get 8 with 1? We need to bring it to an even parity first. So we could get 2, would make it be a 3. Then 3 would make it 6. And then we can't really get to 8. So we can't go this way. We gotta go this way, and we need 4 more. Wait, we can go that way. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's what we have to do. Alright, and then that's just gonna be 8 on this side. Kind of a weird puzzle, but I'll take it. Alright, we need to make a loop without any... Wait, what? I see. Okay, we need to make snakes, multiple snakes, and they have to prevent 4 in a rows, but they have to start and end at dead ends on the edge of the grid, so otherwise they will be boxed in, and if they're boxed in, then yeah, it's not what we want. So these have to go to an edge. Doesn't really matter which edge they go to, but they have to go to an edge. I guess they can also be a 2x2. A 2x2 would be valid here, since we don't have to make one continuous snake. Though, I don't think that's going to apply here necessarily. We got to do dark cells here. Come back to that one in a second. Let's see. It's got to be dark. Yeah, now we have to do a light here and connect that. Are we doing Mickey Mouse? Disney, please don't come after me. It wasn't my idea. I don't know if it's Mickey Mouse or like a creepy smiley face, but... Alright. No dominoes. So with no dominoes, we need to make kind of jagged pieces. So with a 4, I think our only real option is this. And then 15, 7 is gonna look like, let's see, can we do something like this? That's 7, but that doesn't work, so how else can we do 7? That would not work. How do we do 7 with no dominoes again? It's been a while. Do we do like a star? Like this? Yeah, that's 7, okay. It's been a while since we did that rule. Okay. 3 pipper. 3 pipper alphabet soup. Let's go. A needs to be 31. Good to know. And A cannot connect to B. B is just over here chilling though, so... alright. Well, there you go. Let's try to make the shortest, the shortest path to A first. That is too long, so let's go this way instead. Yeah, that's the shortest path. And then 8 is just going to be the rest of those. Okay. We have a 2-pipper now. All dark regions have area 6. So all of these staircases are 6, so these can't be dark. If this is dark, then this would need to be dark, or this would have to be dark, and that would have to be light. So this one's got to be light as well. Then I'm gonna say these two are dark, and that one is light. Oh, very sneaky. Trying to make me think we gotta do the staircases as dark. Well, here we do. And yeah, that's all of the dark areas we're concerned about, so the rest should be light. Really just knocking these out, just getting them all out there. Alright, we have darts to do here and connect all light cells. I think we can do this and this. Nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. What if we do this instead? No, that doesn't work. Okay, let's do this logically instead of trying to guess here. So here we need to have 4 dark cells in here, and here we need to have 3 dark cells. Here we need to have 4, here we need to have 3. So there's 1 in here, and then there's 2 in here. So the 1 in here can't be this one, because then... No, wait, it could be that one. If it's this one, then we have to do that. Right, and then here we would have to do... like this. Yikes, why am I drawing a blank on this one? There must be like something more straightforward I'm just not thinking about here. I think it makes sense to have these over here because they're least blocking as possible, and we're not like confined to a certain shape restriction. So then the puzzle's going to look symmetrical, so we don't want to do dark here, so we can do light there. And then here we're going to do light, light, dark. There we go. Okay. Is this Wario? Alright. Connect all dark cells, and then we have viewpoints. So because we have connect all dark cells with a galaxy in the middle, the galaxy also is applying to all the light cells. So if we connect these, it's bad news, right? Because this, whoops, 1 symbol per light area. Yeah, I also should read the rules. That's a good way to start the puzzle. So this needs to go here, and then that's going to be mirrored down here. So we should actually start by mirroring our known mirrors here. Alright. So this one goes here. Connect all dark cells, 1 symbol per light area, so let's fill in all these back corners that can't have anything in them. No dark squares either, so we're gonna have to have at least a light square in here. Yeah, at least in there on both sides. The galaxy's gotta come out. These cannot connect. That's gotta go like this. And the galaxy's gotta come out more. This has to go like that. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty neat one. I can't believe like the difficulty on some of these. Like some of them are like, wow, that was really 3 pips, and then the others like, that was really 3 pips. Right? You know what I mean? Okay. Do not make the number 2. Okay. Connect all light and dark regions have area 2. Okay. I'm getting conflicting messages. Dark areas have area 2, but do not make 2? Like, what? Excuse me? Oh, don't make the number 2. 2 is forbidden. A shape like that is going to be, like, very, very difficult to spot. I'm just going to say it like it is. Whoops. Connect all light cells. So if we go here, we make it 2, so don't go there. If we go, let's see, where are we at 2 risk? This has to be there. So 2 risk is... I'm forgetting what a 2 even looks like here. There's too many rows, no pun intended. Those are fine. Is this fine here? Whoops. Yep, I didn't see it coming, it got me. Alright. No... What is the shape? No lights touching a dark on 2 sides. Okay, so... This? Okay. Connect all dark cells. Some of these puzzles are just, like, kind of funny, to be honest. Alright, dark's gotta come through here. We don't really care about what's happening with the rest of the stuff over here. We just need to resolve these viewpoints, and then we can just do the rest as dark. Cool. Okay, connect all light and dark. Well... let's see, if this was dark, these 2 were dark, the whole grid would be dark. If these 2 were dark, then... well, those 2 are always going to be dark. But if these are light, the rest of the grid doesn't really matter. So these are light. Yeah, I didn't think that was correct. If these were light, then dark is still gonna have to go around the border. Got it. Okay. Forgot the border rule. Border theorem. Oh gosh. Okay. We do these. No 4 in a rows. Okay, so the 4s cannot go 4 in a row. They have to turn at least by 1. So the 5's got to go down at least by 1. These can't connect. That one has to connect. We're also connecting all dark cells. Where's our next move here? So if this one goes down, dark has to come out here. Dark has to come out here no matter what, so... if this one goes up, it basically just blocks this one from going up. So we kind of need to figure out what's going on down here before we can figure out what's going on up there. Okay. Okay, so this 5 needs to go down. Should have spotted that one sooner. This 5 needs to go left or right. This 5 needs to go everywhere still. Ooh, let's see. We can't have... No, I mean, the light... We don't really have anything more to work with up there. Let's see where our dark tiles are going. We have to go through here. Okay, that's a route I had not seen. That's actually a lot of information there that we just got from spotting that. Alright, and then this has to come down here. These have to go like that, and this one has to go like that. And this is isolated, so perfect. Another 4 pipper with a million things in it. This is just a basic number grid, so we're probably gonna use the crunch theorem here. Or the smush theorem? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. We want to put things as close together as possible, because everything else is probably going to be smushing into those spaces and taking up space. Especially this 14 up here. That's a pretty big number. And the 7 is probably going to be shared here. 14, how do you fit? You fit just fine. Great, and 6 fits here, and 2 fits here, and 3 fits here. Excellent. Excellent. Oh gosh, okay. Okay. Like, this isn't gonna be difficult, but golly gee, is it a lot of things. That can't go there, so... let's do these really quick. Oh my gosh, there's just so many to do. I keep clicking the wrong thing over and over. Light, dark light, dark light, dark light, dark light. Anything else touching? Dark, dark, dark. Dark, 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 dark. Hold off on this one for a second. I mean, this is really cool, but it is quite a lot. Alright, I'm kinda digging it. I'm not gonna lie. It's just really satisfying to sit here filling in the dots. Ooh! That was a chore. It was pretty fun, though. Alright, I wanna finish off these 3 these 2 easier grids, and then I'll double check again that we got all of the easy grids for today. And then that's gonna be it for this episode. Really been cracking down on this, on the Lost Grids cluster last few episodes. Okay, so we have darts. Let's see, going either way here puts a dark cell here. So if we had this to be light, and then this doesn't connect here, this has to come out here then. This can't connect here. I'm not seeing anything wrong with that. What if we do one of these moves here, and we connect this here? So that turns into this. Oh yeah, no, that can't be. This cannot be dark. Okay, so we were right that that cannot be dark to begin with. We don't really have any other rules. Let's see, this can't be dark. This can't be dark. And this can't be dark. So that's our dark cell there. Now these can't connect, and this has to come down by 1. Whoops. Where did we mess up? I see. We messed up here. Okay, so we're gonna have to go over here, actually. And we're done with all the darts, so let's just satisfy the 9 and the 3. Okay. And then our last puzzle of the day, assuming I have found all the puzzles correctly, we look like we are in another kind of crunch everything together as close as we can type of puzzle. 1 symbol per light area, so let's do... that can't go there. This can't go here. I'm not actually too confident there what I did with the 6, but we'll come back to it if we need to, I guess. Nope, I think that worked out just fine. Okay. Alright, let's do a quick lap around here. Looks like all of our difficult puzzles or all of the easy puzzles are more or less solved. Maybe let's wrap up with one final challenging puzzle, if it doesn't look too crazy. Okay, this does not look too crazy. And we are making a single snake, no 4 in a row. And we already have both of the ends of our snake here. So there's 1 snake end here, and there's 1 snake end here. So we have to avoid making any other snake traps. And we have to loop around all of this without doing any 4 in a rows. So this is going to be 1 snake end, and there's the other snake end. Okay. That's kind of cool. So we can't do any of these 4s as a 2x2 or as an S. So all of these 4s need to be a T shape, I think. What about the 4s that are like in the middle of the grid like this, though? That doesn't really apply to them. I guess we'll see here momentarily. No, that works if it's on if the flat side is against the back of the snake. Okay. So we are good on that front. So this is going to be that snake there. And the 6 is just gonna have to give us a little ramp to get up here. Alright, very cool. That one almost didn't feel challenging enough. Do I dare? I think I will dare. Connect all dark cells. No special type of restrictions here for the, what's it called? For the shapes of things. I think we're good to have our 3 go over here. Right, because if this is dark, it doesn't do anything for the 3 besides make it go further that way. So let's have the 3 go this way. These 8s are for sure gonna touch. I'm thinking these 8s touch like this, the 7 comes down here. It leaves room for the 7 to go something like this, maybe? But then there's no difference between, like, this move and this move and this move. Like, those are all the same thing. So, something's not right about that. Is this correct so far? No, it was, like, wrong a long time ago. Okay. So let's see. The 6, we want to probably cram it up here. Doesn't quite work, so we actually want to move this like this so the dark can escape. We cannot have that be there. Okay. That's looking good so far. Let's make our 7 go down here. Uh-oh. We need a lot more tiles for the 7, huh? Okay, well, I was here and I felt like it was good, but how wrong did we go? So it was just that move that was incorrect, okay. Oh yeah, and then the 7 can wrap around the edge of the board there, that makes sense. And then the 8 can go there. Okay, cool. Did kind of cheese that one at the end, but tis what it is. I think I'm gonna call my luck there unless one of these like looks supremely easy, and none of them look supremely easy. Like even this small 5x5 grid does not look very easy, so I'm gonna call my luck there. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I know we've had some longer episodes here. Probably gonna need to take a little bit of a longer break here because we're running out of the dangle puzzles to do in the Autumn Falls when I go and I do so many episodes in a row without waiting long enough between them and without adjusting my system clock, which I'm not really wanting to do. But it is something I could do. I just don't want to. You know, lazy. And I have 60 seconds of chromatic sky drops. Cool. I don't care. Did we get all our puzzles in the Autumn Falls again? I forgot. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. 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 And yeah, we did. Yeah, so wait a second. Yeah, we did. I was looking at the 78 out of 84. So yeah, we're making some great progress over in Autumn Falls. I think we looked at the puzzle save stats last episode, so we don't need to do it again so soon, but we're probably at, I can actually just go ahead and pull it up. Output the player card. As of last episode, we're at 90%, so we're probably at like still 90% or maybe 91% now. We're not going to be making big strides in the percentage in a day-to-day basis, so let's just how it's gonna be. But yeah, I think we did like a whole lot of Lost Grids cluster here. We should be like getting close to being halfway done with the Lost Grids cluster. Anyways, again, if you're enjoying the series, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!